Be sure to check out some of my latest videos. Road Warriors, Half Baked, and my newest video, Back in the Day. You girls and guys be safe out there. Peace. Hey, what's up, comic book peeps? Yeah, my hair was sticking up. I just wanted to do a video from the dungeon, you know what I'm saying? So this one is going to be called Tales from the Dungeon, where I'm going to just show you just some random stuff that's downstairs. You ready? All right, let's go. So in my time and working, at J.C. Penney's, I was able to pick up some cool Star Wars stuff. This is one of my cool Disney Star Wars posters that I have downstairs in the dungeon. I think it's pretty cool. And it's funny because the dungeon is like, I have my boys downstairs with me all the time. Because right next to Star Wars, I have, Finding Nemo. Very crazy. But yeah, that's one of the benefits of working, at some stores that have the promos. It's very cool. Love the Stormtrooper with the Imperial Walker. So, for about a year, I've been back into collecting, like rabidly, collecting. And this is one of the boxes of the hauls that I've had in the past year. And as you can see, that's a pretty good amount of comics that I've collected. I have plenty of other boxes. This is not even part of my childhood collection. This is the recent collection that I've been doing over the past year or whatever. So here's one box. Here's another box right next to my studio table that I shoot my videos on. As you can see, my YouTube channel is on my laptop. But this is box number 2. Then you have box 4, 5, and 6. And as I said, those are the boxes I've collected over just a year and a half. So very cool. Yeah, these are all in part 1 of the dungeon. I have part 2 of the dungeon, which is the garage. So that's box 3, 4, 5, and 6. And here's some of my movie collection. This is just one shelf. I have like 4 of the shelves of movies. Yeah, very cool. Some of my wrestling DVDs. And here's my favorite, my superhero section. Very cool. Got X-Men, Men in Black. Everything that really pertains to comic books I try to keep in this middle section. I almost forgot to get a word from my sponsor. And this episode of Direct Edition is brought to you by my Fake Darth Maul from China. All right, so let's get back into it. So this is one of the crates that I have down in a dungeon. In the second part in my garage, and in order to protect them, I keep them in this plastic bag. And I double bag them, just in case if it leaks in the garage or just the weather, so I can keep the crisp white pages. And the reason why I bought these in is because I'm going to take these and incorporate them into my new collection. Because the reason why I'm going to incorporate them into my new collection is because I actually need this crate for my hardcovers and paperbacks. These are the crates that I keep my hardcovers and paperbacks in. I used to work for a company where, when these got old, they would let you take them home. So I have several of them. And I have them for my, like I said, hardcovers and paperbacks. And my hardcovers and paperbacks have gotten uh, so out of control that I definitely have to start filing away and getting them back into control. This is a pretty cool X Force. This is the first appearance of the real Domino. So, but definitely, and this is the first reveal of, I think, Copycat, who is Deadpool's girlfriend in the first movie. So that's what I'm down here doing in the dungeon, just getting everything under control and filing stuff away the way that it needs to be. Being the fact that I bought a whole new collection in the past year or so since I've been doing this channel. So very cool. Tales from the Dungeon. So we have here some very cool World War Hawks. I have the complete run. I definitely have to incorporate this into the collection. Very cool. So this is cover number 1 and 3. David Finch. And then you have 2 and 4. David Finch. Very cool. This is one of the best runs I've ever read because Hulk was actually out of his mind. So very cool. And here's a cool Dark Horse X, the greatest comic. Very cool. Forgot I had this. He almost looks like Cobra Commander. But very cool. Here's the last book from World War Hulk that you need to see. This is first appearance of Scar. And I actually have 2 copies of this, so definitely love my World War Hulks. See? My second copy. David Finch cover. Very cool. Just some more cool comics. Get Doubles of Wonder Man. #1. I remember going to Dave's back in the days and picking this up for. Uh, I remember going to Dave's Comics back in the days and picking these up for just 50 cents. Some beautiful Wonder Womans. If you allow my 60 fingers to interrupt the video. I've had this one since like 1992. And it's like ticked up, so I need another copy of it. But I definitely love this cover, putting the muscle to the mob. I bought this from probably like Titans Comics. It's Wonder Woman 200. Very beautiful cover. So, very cool. Here's 2 other Wonder Woman covers. That is very Angelina Jolie-ish. Look at that face. You know it's Angelina Jolie. But that's when she fought Medusa. And in order to defeat Medusa, she took one of the snakes off of Medusa's head and put poison in her own eyes to blind herself. And she actually fought Medusa blind so she wouldn't turn into stone. And you see who won on that cover. So that's one of the reasons why I love Wonder Woman and Wolverine, because they go to the extreme. They're warriors. They'll fight to the end. In the Tower of Babel, the way to defeat Wonder Woman is to put her against an unstoppable foe, because she will fight that foe until she dies. That's just the type of attitude and warrior she is. She's a warrior. So it's a very, this is a nice cover too. Very beautiful and gracious cover. And yeah, I'm just filing away my comics. So as we're in the dungeon, let me just show you some of the Marvel Legends that I have running along the wall. Black Panther, Civil War Black Panther. This was a very sought after um, action figure, and I'm glad I picked it up. I'm a old school legend head a lot. One of my recent videos, I think it was called Last Action Figure Hero. I showed off this beautiful Black Panther. This is a Walmart exclusive. When I saw it, I just had to have it because it's purple, man, and just really nice. Here's my Angela, Thor's sister. I have two of her. Definitely had to pick up two. My Miss Marvel. Definitely love Miss Marvel, so I had to get that. Definitely had to get that. I need her old school Marvel Legends, the one with Thunderbird, which is the original Miss Marvel. Come on, focus. Spider Gwen. Definitely have two of her. I have doubles of that. One of my favorite and one of my first new Marvel Legends is this Ant-Man. My wife bought it for me. I really appreciated that from her. Everyone's favorite Tasky. I had to step around my production table, but everybody's favorite Tasky. Then we're gonna get into my X-Men wave in a second, and this is Deadpool from the X-Men wave. This Deadpool is actually worth a lot of money. Definitely glad that I picked up the whole box. I didn't get them one by one. I actually got the whole X-Men Legends box. Let's keep going. So in my video from I think called Five and Below, I showed you that I picked this up from Five and Below for $5. This is a Playmation Ultron, and by the time I went back to get the rest, I guess toy hunters had already heard of it, so uh, this was the only one that I was able to get. Then we have a beautiful Wonder Woman from the movie, and we have my beautiful 16-inch Jack's Jack's Pacific Wonder Woman. Very detailed, very beautiful. Always, turn their necks a little bit so the plastic doesn't get stuck, but very beautiful. And her piggy bank. Excuse me, and the kids are playing downstairs, so you're gonna hear them in the video. But this is her piggy bank. Very cool. And just to show you how I displayed it, I have her mother. Yes, I have her mother displayed right next to her. That's the way I display these three. And then it goes up to where I have a picture frame over it. Wonder Woman number 103. Very beautiful cover. So then we go on and get into our X-Men wave. We have Havoc. They build the Juggernaut. I have the complete wave where it builds Juggernaut. You have Cable. Iceman. Kitty Pryde. Right above that, you have my end of an era match painting. Iceman, Kitty Pryde. You have Rogue and Phoenix. Then you have my second favorite from the X-Men wave, my first being Deadpool, is the brown and gold costume Wolverine. And above that, you have my Greg Land's Phoenix. So let's take a wide shot. This is how the wall looks displayed. Very cool. I'm going to get some picture frames for the Black Panthers. And you have one of my favorite movie posters of all time, Dark Knight's Joker. Very cool. So these are the books that I'm filing away. The World of Krypton, the free comic. I actually got 2 copies. You've already seen these in your previous videos. One being Main Event, the other one being Road Warrior, Half Baked, and comics from my childhood. Just a lot of videos I've been making recently. But this is Tales from the Dungeon. This is one of my favorites. This is Wonder Woman number 257. Very beautiful old school. DC and Marvel's All Access. That is Access on the front. 1. 2 and 3 are in there somewhere. Wolverine versus the Reavers. Fear the Reavers. Weapon X. If you've seen these, if you've been watching my videos, you've already seen these, but just wanted to show you them again as I file them away. So it's Access number 2. And number 3 with Batman and Doctor Strange. New Avengers. The kids are so loud. Yeah, they're loud. New Avengers. X-Men. X-Men. Ian Churchill's X-Men. Yep. We're at the point of the video where you asked me what I'm reading right now, and this is what I'm reading. I'm actually going to file it away, but very cool Uncanny X-Men. Here's some of your main events. Love this, man. I love this book. Wow, this book is just so nice. Wonder Woman Doomsday cover. Batman. And the beautiful Harley Quinn number 30. Can't beat that. I have 2 copies of this. So yeah, those are some that I'm filing away. Here's a look at some of my doubles that I'm actually going to crank up a store with. Batman and Robin. I have triples of Mr. Bloom. First appearance of Mr. Bloom. They need to bring him back. I haven't seen him since the Rebirth. Todd Afro number 1. 2 copies. First appearance of Doomsday. Superman Man of Steel. I really lucked up on this book. For real. $30 book I think I found for like $5. Superman Does Porn. Him and Big Barda. I have 2 copies of that. 2 copies of Darth Maul number 2. I actually had 3 copies. I don't know if I sent this to you, Blucker's Videos and Collectibles. If I didn't send it to you, let me know and I'll go ahead and get it out to you. That's a cool channel to follow, Blucker's Videos. He actually does a lot of movie reviews and stuff like that. I also like MIB Studio. He has a big Amigo collection. Very cool collection. It is a museum because he has like every Amigo damn near ever made in the recent years. Doubles of Sisterhood. Greg Land cover. Definitely love the Black Queen fighting the White Queen. Then you have all that other stuff going in the background, like Spiral versus Beast, Delayed Deathstrike versus Wolverine. 2 copies of Kamala Khan's second volume, The First Black Suit. I think I got like 4 or 5 copies of this. Superman Batman number 10. I forget which one is a variant. Um, I don't know if this is a variant, but it's actually another copy of this, but this is the Michael Turner cover. Very beautiful. 2 copies of Batwoman Rebirth number 1. Uh, Greg Horn's Miss Marvel. Definitely, I was glad to pick up 2 copies of this. It's number 15. 2 copies of number 14. Greg Horn is a Beast. 2 copies of The Fight at Metropolis, The Death of Superman. Very cool. This is number what? 684. And lastly, a double copy of The Defenders number 2. Very beautiful cover. That is Mark Brooks. So very cool. And so, once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. I'm going to do a couple more parts of Tales from the Dungeon because it's just too much stuff down here for me to fit it all in one video. That video would at least be like 3 or 4 hours. So words of wisdom, focus on the ones that show you love. On the ones that don't show you love, we're just going to forget about them and keep rolling. And I will catch you girls and guys later. Be safe out there. Peace.